My candidate for Breakout Player of the Year is definitely my guy, Bryce Young. 2024 saw ups and downs in Young's second season as a pro. To start, he led his offense to a combined 13 points through the first 2 weeks of the season, which caused him to be benched for Andy Dalton. Then he had to sit and watch Dalton absolutely dot up the Raiders' defense in week 3. After a car accident that sidelined Andy Dalton, Bryce Young got his chance, and he put the league on notice, throwing for 2,100 yards, 20 touchdowns, only 6 interceptions through the final 10 games of the season. He brought energy back to this offense, hope in the fans. He changed his game from being a game manager to being a guy that could throw against any defense in the NFL. He truly learned from the veteran leadership of Andy Dalton as well as the coaching masterclass from the QB whisperer Dave Canales. Panther fans everywhere are still salivating over BY's 5-touchdown clinic against the Atlanta Falcons in Week 18 that got Panthers legend Cam Newton back on the Carolina train. The narrative this offseason has been so different surrounding the Panthers as well as just Bryce Young as a quarterback. You've got some analysts saying he's a sneaky pick for 4,000 passing yards, and to be honest, I couldn't agree more. The issue for Bryce moving forward was, 1, would he be able to have this type of performance for an entire season? And 2, would the Panthers actually be able to build an offense around him to succeed? This offseason, I believe that Dan Morgan did just that. Drafting Tetairoa McMillan at 8, I did not see the vision at first, but now I do. It gives Bryce a true wide receiver 1 that he can build and grow with. 6'4", 220 pounds. You cannot teach that. This was his pick. Bryce told Dan Morgan to make this pick. Look, I like T-Mac, and if Bryce likes it, I like it. This leaves the Panthers receiving core in a really good place moving forward with T-Mac, second-year Xavier Legette, who I am expecting to go off this season. Jalen Coker, who is a diamond in the rough as an undrafted free agent, and a lot of people aren't talking about Jalen Coker. I think he is going to be a sneaky, really good player this season for the Panthers. Adam Thielen, who is just Mr. Reliable. I love that we got him back for at least one more season. The Panthers signed Hunter Renfrow, who last played in the NFL in 2023 when he was diagnosed with a rare disease. But he's back on the field, and he's going to be a really solid piece, similar to Adam Thielen, a vet for Bryce Young. To round out our receiving core, though, we've got Jimmy Horn and David Moore. Moore was a go-to guy in last year's Panthers system, and Jimmy Horn, guy was a monster at Colorado. The media just didn't talk about it enough because of Travis Hunter. Bro is really fast. I mean, he is crazy quick. He's got great hands. Really reminds me of a prime Deebo Samuel type player. We have such a diverse receiving core. Bryce Young is going to be able to take his pick and really distribute the ball. I believe this is the start of something special. All the pieces are in place for Bryce to ball out to succeed this year. I believe we will be talking about the Panthers as one of the funnest, brightest young teams in the NFL. The NFC South is wide open, and the Panthers have an opportunity to win the division for the first time since 2017. 2017. That is absolutely insane. I was in the 6th grade the last time the Panthers actually won the division. This is the most hyped I've been as a Panthers fan entering the offseason since probably 2019. The delusion is at an all-time high. The culture is finally changing, and it's all around our franchise quarterback. The reason that Bryce Young is getting attention, the reason the Panthers are getting attention from the media is because people see the motion. People believe in what the Panthers are doing. Bryce Young is a low-key Pro Bowl All-Pro pick. He's definitely a sneaky 4,000-yard passer. I expect him to throw for 25, 35 touchdowns. I expect him to protect the football. The end of last year showed Bryce Young can play football in the National Football League. He balled out against the Chiefs, the Eagles, and so many more really solid defenses. He's a big-time player. This year is his chance to show why he's a top 10 quarterback in the NFL, but it starts right now. Training camp is going to be a crucial part of this season. Bryce has to get off to a hot start, a very detailed plan, and I think Dave Canales knows that. I trust what he's doing with Bryce Young. I cannot wait for this season to start, and I am so ready to see what BY does in year 3. Bryce Young is up next.